Elevated innovation over ignorance. I represent it.
For sure.
So, welcome back to UndefeatedMindz podcast, where we represent elevated innovation over ignorance. I'm your boy Deshaun. You feel what I'm saying? I got my dog here, my little brother.
Shout out Mr. Stepper.
Ooh.
And shout out to my boy Angelito.
Yes, we got a guest back at it again, but this time I had him to get the fuck out my camera, and I got his own camera. You feel me?
That's
so,
right.
Because I want
That's
you to
right.
be able to have your shine. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure. We need what do we call the flavor? It's too much flavor in one camera, bro. We gotta spread it out.
So with that being said, Angel, ladies and gentlemen.
Angelito, suavecito.
Suavecito?
Like that's more like smooth.
I got you. I know what suave mean, but I just suavecito.
Yeah. It just rhymes. It's kind of cool.
No, you do.
Angelito suavecito. You know where I got that from? I had a lady tell me, she's like, you just think you just so suave. When you walk in the room, you just think you so suave. Look how you walk. She said, I'm going to start calling you suavecito.
That's
and I
that light
said,
skin
oh,
shit.
I like that.
The light skin shit.
I like that vibe. So I just
put on for the light skin, but I got you. For the light skin fellas.
The light skins is it's a vibe to an extent.
Nah, man.
I say to an extent because I got some of my light skin brothers that just be doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Good, my boy.
Yeah, I'm straight. So yeah, bro.
Can I get the first?
Sure.
But you don't say what we drinking because they ain't sponsoring us.
Oops.
You feel me? We ain't there yet. It's not like we looking for it, but eventually we will be. So,
Man, I'm excited,
Yeah,
bro.
Thank you,
I'm
bro.
so excited.
I'm excited too, man. I'm just excited. Like, you know how sometimes you can be like high off life, not high, but like right now.
All right, bro.
My fault, bro. Y'all a little heavy.
You about to find yourself in there, huh?
man,
That bitch think he drinking tea.
right.
My boy drinking tea.
Got okay.
Man, let me go ahead and talk, bro. But nah, man, like we saying, you high off life. Like I
right-
agree. I can agree to that. Like I feel energy.
Like right now, I feel like nothing can stop me.
Why you say that?
Like, I feel like me getting off of house arrest was an objective that I had, and it's off my list now. You know, because I felt like that was hindering me for a lot of things that I wanted to do, that I need to do, that I want to do as far as goals wise. So now I feel like, okay, now it's not time to celebrate. It's time to get focused.
All right, so let me start this off right, bro, because I like to do this structurally first.
For sure.
So how we normally do this is we ask each other how we doing, mentally, emotionally, physically, and then as far as in like throughout like business or something like that, workforce. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
with that being said, you gotta rate yourself from 1 to 10. I think that's a great way to check up on your guys in a healthy manner. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go around the room first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So since you are our guest, we're gonna start off with you. You started talking, but I just want to kind of like structure it. We just jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that being said, from emotionally, now that you know what you get what I'm saying, you got going on, from 1 to 10, how are you emotionally?
I'm gonna say like a 9, bro. I'm gonna say a 9. Like I'm feeling
Solid.
really positive. Like
Solid.
Like when you got like your loved ones got your back, and when my boys, my family, it's like it's a whole new vibe. And now that I'm off house arrest now, it's like a big weight is off my shoulders now. It's like I feel like I can breathe now. Like, but I also understand that now it's the time to get focused, get determined, and it's time to execute. Sometimes we get a little bit of freedom and we get lax. We get so lax that what we do, we get comfortable and we start to settle. And we won't move because we're so used to being settled. And now I'm just trying to put myself in a predicament where I just need to stay focused and stay determined. That's how you stay alive.
All right, physically, how you feeling?
Oh man, my shoulder's hurting a little bit. You know what I mean?
1 to 10.
I'm gonna say like an 8. Only when I go up though. All right, like a 7. Right there.
All right.
Other than that, my legs though. Let me tell you guys something too. If you know you're gonna go out the next day, don't hit legs. Okay? Don't think you're gonna go ahead and start hitting deadlifts, squatting crazy, doing hemp. Like, no. Just relax. Cause yesterday we went out and I was walking and picking shit up and my legs are hurting. All right. Yeah. But that's how I'm feeling physically.
So we did with emotion, physically. What about mental?
Man, I'm like, mentally, I'm nervous.
So rank it from one to 10.
I'm gonna give it like a 3.
Whoo! So we actually need to have a sit down.
Let me tell you, yeah, honestly, and I can explain to you. I'll give you
without going into too much
without
detail.
going too deep. I feel like sometimes too much freedom is a trap. Sometimes I feel like they give you just enough rope to hang yourself. And when you get caught up in this revolving door like that, like I like to say sometimes, and you're so ready to make a change, but you still look back like, damn, I don't want to trip forward. I need to make sure I stay this way. Because you're so used to saying, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to stay out of trouble. Next thing you know, you have a collect call from Angel, Bruno. And I'm just like, you get tired of that. So the fear is messing up to a point where you're just like, dang, it's a revolving door. You keep making those same mistakes. And what I mean by same mistakes is it may be different actions, but it's in the same column.
That kind of go back into what I was saying on the previous episode. If you haven't seen that episode, I think you should go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But the previous episode I brought up as far as in the pattern, and you keep making keep doing the same pattern, getting the same result. The only way you're gonna be able to change that is through awareness. You can't get rid of a pattern, but you can just rewrite it. So I understand. That makes sense.
And I think I'm taking the proper steps because I had a guy in prison tell me, he says, if you want to change, the first thing that you need to change is the way you think. Change the way you think, because the way you think is what's going to dictate everything. He said, think about the body. Wherever the head moves, the body follows. Wherever the head moves, the body follows. So start there. So when I moved here to North Carolina.
Hold on real quick.
Oh, I'm going too deep.
Because
I'm going too deep.
It's not the fact that you're going too deep, but again, the emotional masturbation and the motivation masturbation that I like to say that majority of the people give off. They tell you what to do. You get what I'm saying? They tell you because it sounds nice.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. So when I start hearing people try to give in that way, you got to give me an example for it to make sense. Because it's easy to say, the only thing you got to do is this, and the third. What are some initial steps that you're doing to practice that, what you're talking about?
Okay. For me, I started with the simple things around me. I says, changing my environment, changing my friends. Because sometimes people are afraid of change. And what I mean by change, I mean serious change.
Okay,
from the inside and from the out. So now, I went ahead and, I converted. So that was one way for me to, get right spiritually.
Okay.
Then physically, I got into fitness. Then I met you guys. Got into fitness more heavier, physically. And emotionally, it's like now I found a career that I love. I found a career that I love doing. Sometimes I get up to work, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired or whatever. But I get up to work like, yeah, I'm about to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I made a complete change, a 360. And I started from the mental first and worked my way down. Because I seen, like you said, the patterns. You're like, dang, okay, I'm doing this X, Y, and Z, right? I'm making this mistake. But why? What are the flags that I'm not seeing? What are the pictures? What are the signs and the symbols that I'm not reading right? And when you start being able to identify them, you're like, oh, man, if I would have knew this or was aware of this, I would have never made these mistakes.
So what made you aware of these mistakes? Like, what made you was... Because I'm not going to say can't, because we can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Agreed.
But I don't want, again, for it to seem like it as if
shit just happened.
It just
overnight.
happened. Like
what was the process?
Yes, bro. You got to be able to explain to me, because I don't know. We got to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So let me be the guy who I'm like, okay, if I'm asking you for information based off of how you did it, don't give me the
short and like.
Yeah,
Short
like
and
don't
sweet.
sugarcoat me.
icing.
Don't give
You
me
giving me the
no
icing.
bullshit answer. Like don't fabricate it in a way where it sounds nice. Okay, this is what made me change my life. Like,
All right.
and then as you know, these are the steps that I took to change my life because of what made me see that was this. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are probably going through the same thing you went through, but just don't know how to get out of that.
And you don't know who's watching and who it might help.
Correct. So
Agreed.
if you're gonna explain your growth, explain how you grew and why you grew and what made you grow.
And
Okay. We'll start off with why. Right? At 18 years old.
Without going into too personal.
Okay, too personal. Okay, mainly for me it was prison. When I got sent to prison at a young age, I got sent to prison at an age where people are going to college.
Really?
You know what I mean? I'm still technically not a grown man, but still a boy. Still
I mean,
looking
you a
more,
grown man, bro.
You a grown
At
man,
18,
but you a
bro,
teen. Like you're not.
You're not fully developed.
Yeah, because
mentally.
I'm. Yeah. So
Because once you go in that system, bro, I don't care what age you is. You a grown man.
You was a
bro.
grown man. You
They
have-
would consider you a grown man.
oh, for sure, and hold you accountable for everything that
You
you
came
do.
out of there, right?
alive.
All right.
So that's what really got me, because prior to that, I had friends that I thought were my friends. I thought these were my boys. I thought, the crowd that I'm with, this is where it's at. And then it really hit me when I got to prison, because 1 year passed, no letter, no money, no, hey, he called. 2 years passed, same thing. 3 years passed, same thing. 4 years passed, I'm like, man, they're definitely not going to show up now. So that was something that really broke me. It broke me because I'm like, dang, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and I thought the loyalty was there.
So that was your eye opener.
That was my eye opener. Like, yo, I'm here. But what people fail to realize is when you're doing time, like, yes, you go in there by yourself and you leave out yourself, but your family is doing time with you as well. Your mom, she doing that time with you. Your pops, your grandmother, your kids, they doing that time with you. Every day that you not there, they see that. They know that. I used to get calls. My aunt would come and see me. She says, I can't even walk past your room because I know that you're not here. And at that moment, she came to, matter of fact, she came actually to see me. After 3 years, she came to see me. She says, I can't even walk past your room because I know you're not there. And for me, that is what broke it right there.
So what would you do, without going into deep, because we got to get to the next
We
guy.
gotta get to the next guy, yeah.
So what was your initial steps to change? Make it brief, though.
Okay. So Malcolm X said it, I think he said it really great. He says, prison is a university for those who apply themselves. And I came across that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take the time to read, to study, and to start educating on myself, to coming back to the free world and executing and not playing. It's time to come out here, be a grown man, and do and take care of the responsibilities that I need to take care of.
You want to know the crazy part? Like, you know who Wallow is. You know who Wallow is?
Yeah. I like dude, man. He's a good vibe, man.
But the crazy part about it is the guys who come from prison, their work ethic, the ones that change their lives, their work ethic is like no other, bro. Because they've been isolated for so long.
They playing catch up.
Yeah, it's like, so they get brought to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit got to get done. And, on his page, he always talk about, what you doing. Get up. Don't waste no time. This is that and the third. So what I've noticed, just experiencing you know what I'm saying, and us growing as friends, you know what I'm saying, y'all got that same kind of like drive and excitement, because he got it too. Like,
oh yeah, he's got good energy.
It's a consistent pattern that a lot of guys have that change their lives when they come home. You know what I'm saying? Some guys just go back.
And another thing is because some people think when you go to prison, it's not guaranteed that you will get back. When you go into the system, it's not promised for you to get back home the same way you came in, mentally and physically. Like mentally, I think differently. I move differently than how I did, because of me being in that environment. And you start to not become a product, but you start to become your environment over a certain amount of time. So you start to walk different, talk different, think different. Certain people, has more effects than others, like the military. So that's something that just carry on,
For sure, bro.
That's something, and I did. When I came home, I was like, yo, I'm working 2 jobs, I'm saving my money. And even my boss said, he says, you're the youngest mechanic that I got here. but you work harder than anybody in here.
And don't take my quiet, like me being quiet, because I'm being active listening.
That's
you know
active
what I'm saying?
listening
I'm
right there.
But I'm understanding where you're coming from with it, and I'm able to kind of put myself, not in your shoes, but kind of put myself in your shoes and understand more to elaborate on what you're saying. But like they son, to kind of make them all come together, is like you sat down for so long in confinement, and you ain't had nothing but your mind to play with, to tamper with, to hone in your skills. So it's like when you got out, all that settling, now it's time to be active. You know what I'm saying? So now you see things a lot more. Like I'm not waking up in the cell. I don't have to be told when to go to sleep. I don't have to be told when to eat. I can do what I want to. So your energy and people that want to go get it is gonna be different. You have a choice, like you said. Some people go back. Some people say I ain't never going back. So my thing was to you. You said earlier you were scared. Don't be scared. You already you winning compared to a lot of other people. You're fortunate to have like-minded friends with you. So I just encourage you, bro. Like I don't really think you need, you know what I'm saying, you really need to be scared about what's going on. Just embrace yourself and understand, and knowing you got good people that's gonna keep you accountable.
I agree, and I appreciate that, man. I feel like the little bit of awareness, I'm not gonna call it fear. I'm gonna call it awareness. Having that little bit of awareness, sometimes being on your toes, I think it could be a good thing too. Because sometimes you need that to remember, oh, I'm about to do something stupid. Who? Oh, hell no, I went through all that for this? No, not
You
again.
thinking before you move.
Yeah, not again. Not again.
Yeah, bro.
And sometimes you got to get burnt a few times for you to go ahead and learn your lesson. But the goal is to learn.
Listen, you're absolutely right. There are three type of learners. You know what I'm saying? It's the learner who legit gotta go through everything, and then they still don't learn shit.
Right.
You got the learner who goes through it and they have to bump their head.
Right.
But then you also got the learner
That
who learn from other people's mistakes. I'm the type of person, you tell me what you went through, I ain't doing that shit. Because obviously that was the result of what you got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not,
It didn't work for you, so it's not going to work for me.
I'm not that guy.
It's too many.
I'm way smarter than
There's too many people out here that went through that shit, bro. Like movies, we done watch how many movies and seen the same shit, and all of them, not the exact same words, but come around saying somewhat the same type of story and thing, like what they dealt with. They went in by themselves. They thought they had a whole bunch of people that followed them. They found out they was alone. You said their family, the ones that they disrespected and they disowned when they was out, was the ones that was really had their corner.
For sure.
The female you thought was for you wasn't.
It's gone.
The boys you thought was with you
It's
are
gone.
not here. And now it's by yourself. So I don't need to go through that to understand now. You know?
And for me, one of the biggest things I felt like that I learned was me being by myself, me being in solitary confinement, especially like places like the Hole, where you are in your cell 24/7. They got a shower in there. And you start to think, like, before I went to prison, I always felt like I needed to be around people. Like, I always needed company. I didn't know how to be alone. And now you put me in a predicament. I put myself in a predicament where now I'm forced to be alone. And now it's like, okay, now that I know that I don't need people. I don't need a vibe. I am a vibe.
So
that was something that really took, like, wow. It took some time to really, like, soak in. Like, you know what? I could do this on my own. I don't have to rely on nobody. I don't have to feel like I need company. Sometimes solitary confinement is okay.
So what you saying that, because I didn't want to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
But there's this book, because you know I always refer you to a book. See, because I ain't got to go through that experience. He fucked up. I ain't fucking up.
That's right.
There's this book that was written by a prisoner who explains that same concept of what you said, where basically he was saying people who are locked up in prison or jail are the ones who find themselves way faster than the people that are so-called free because of they have less distractions. So you sat down and you had no choice but to be still. You see a lot of people run from being still and they distract themselves. So when they have identity issues and trying to figure out who they are, is because they're always being distracted. So that book is called We're All Doing Time. Once we stop the cameras and whatnot, I'll grab it. It's in my room. But I'll grab it and show you guys the cover go check that out. You know what I'm saying? I'll put the link in the description below. But anyway, what I'm saying is, this is why I be like, sometimes like, bro, just be still, because you're not gonna know who you are until you go through a certain situation and circumstance. It's not necessarily about what you're going through. It's about how you go through it and what you're gonna do about it.
Correct.
So, but if you always distracted, you'll never be able to deal with that situation. You feel me? So, with that being said, man, you ate up a lot of time. God damn it. But it's cool, though. You a guest. So, with that being said, y'all know how we vibe. We good. You know what I'm saying? We going to get to the conversation with me and you. But we going to check these cameras real quick, and we going to come right back. All right, so, now that we back, I just wanted to go grab this book by Bo Lozoff. You know what I'm saying? We're all doing time. This is what the book look like. Y'all go check that out. You feel what I'm saying? That's about the same color as what I got on.
Ooh, the universe is talking to you.
Hey, UndefeatedMindz, elevated innovation over ignorance. If y'all did not go watch the pre-show, because this is, you can listen to this on the audio. If you listen to this on the audio, you get what I'm saying? Go check out this book. Wow, I ain't re-explaining it. You gotta go watch the pre-show. So, yeah, with that being said, man, basically, most people just are distracted, and they really don't actually work on themselves. And this is what I would like to add in. He didn't say nothing about this in the book, but what I notice is just studying habits. We start off as children asking questions like, why is this? Why is that? We're curious because we want to know. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Everything needs to be explained. Correct. Once we get to about that, going into like middle school, 6th grade age, we stop caring about asking so many questions, and we start caring about how our peers view us. That's when we start working on ourselves. That's when we stop. So then we go through school throughout the years,
trying to fit in instead of working on ourselves and just accepting us for who we are, which ultimately what helps that and also hurts that is good parenting helps it, bad parenting hurts it. So fast forward into going through school with all these distractions. You got designer. You trying to get designer clothes. You getting joned on all the time. You get what I'm saying? You trying to fit in, be the cool guy. You trying to be the most popular person, or you trying to get that girl who you like. You feel what I'm saying? You always being distracted by a bunch of stuff, right? By the time we get to college and we get done and we step out, that's when we get back to that point where we're like, damn, I really need to work on myself. So you picked up all these bad habits within that process of you not working on yourself. So now you still at that kid-like mindset, that childlike mindset. Sure. So then when you meet people who are 25, 30, you get what I'm saying, who still got that childlike mindset, they ain't developed themselves within that process. So all that time has been wasted not working on yourself. They specifically say, my favorite philosopher says, John Proctor, he say, the best way you can become wealthy is by working on yourself. Work hard on yourself, then you do your job. Work hard on yourself, then you do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Don't wish the circumstance was easier. Just wish you were better. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, who talks about going through personal development? Who talks about actually sitting down and sitting in those feelings, sitting in that moment and working through that? You know what I'm saying? Good parenting, bad parenting. So I refer you guys to books because that's how I learned. Like how I was telling you, break down the why, you know what I'm saying? The what, the how, and the why. The why was because I figured out I grew up with a bunch of shit I needed to know that I did not know. I got put in circumstances and situations where I'm like, I don't know. Now, I was confident enough to be able to say, I don't know. Shit. Some people don't raise their hand to be able to say they don't know. They just sit back and wait for somebody else to answer the question. But I feel as if the person who raised their hand deserved to get the answer. The person who don't raise their hand they don't deserve to get the answer. You failed. You lost. So, what did you about to say?
No, I was going to say, it's kind of like saying, like, there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Right.
Like, and it's crazy. And when somebody first said it, I was like, you know what? That is true. Because even though you may ask a question, and I may know the answer, but you just don't know.
You wouldn't say that to a child who was at that age, like I was just saying earlier, asking all these why questions. Now, children do get annoying. And you be like, why is this? And why is that? And why is
like,
this? And
damn.
why is that? You be like, okay,
Oh
bro.
my
Like, just be
goodness.
quiet. But at the same time,
Curiosity.
they curious. So why not feed them? Now we got Google. I don't know. Let's find out. According to this, them children will go back and speak what you said. They be like, oh yeah, my daddy said that it was this. And they be like, man, your daddy always telling you some shit, huh? Like, it is what it is. So when we get to older ages, when somebody don't know the question, it's more so, you dumb, you don't know what you talking about. So then they tend to shut back down and don't work on themselves again or they don't ask the question because they don't feel comfortable enough or good enough to be able to go out here and ask questions. So that's why I always refer people to books, because let's say you don't want to raise your hand. Let's say you don't want to go to a mentor. Let's say you're not confident enough to be able to go ask somebody these type of questions. Who can you go ask? Google people, YouTube people. Find books, you get what I'm saying? They hide the truth in books. That's why it's called a library, you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these is what's going to help you be able to do that. But here's the catch. Because again, I the same way how I told you, I can't give you emotional masturbation. You got to fucking do the work. You have to do the work. Cut out all the distractions and get that shit done. Ain't nobody coming. What was that? It's a audio going on TikTok where it's a lady saying, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody gonna help you.
You could have started years ago, but now you started now. Like,
Yo,
go ahead and get this shit done.
go ahead and get it done, because ain't nobody gonna help you. You gotta want you. You get what I'm saying? You gotta want to be better. So go through personal development, but
Not to cut you off.
nah, go ahead, because I need to be cut off. Go ahead.
Yeah. But to get you back on track with the structure, I still gotta ask you how you feel.
For sure.
You know, mentally, physically, and also, you want to not say spiritually, but.
Nah, you say spiritually shit. You know I vibrate on that frequency.
Oh yeah. So let's in the order you want to go through.
I'm gonna keep it short. Mentally, I'm at like a 7.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I bounce in between a 6 and a 7, because more so because of career wise, being an entrepreneur, especially a personal trainer, and many other titles. Your shit go up, it go down, it go up. Yeah, it's the mental.
Okay.
But it rolls over into the business wise.
Okay.
It go up, it go down, it go up, it go down. Right now I'm going through a dry spot, so I got to try to figure out a way to be able to get myself out of that dry spot. Not sit in it and be like, oh my God, goddamn. But it do take a toll on you when you trying to get things done and you still got bills that you got to still pay.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it goes up and it goes down for me when it goes to like 5, 6, 7.
But you at a 7 now.
Yeah, I'm at like
slowly
7.
for slowly, you've been progressing every time we ask.
For sure, bro. For sure. I'm never the type of person that sits in my emotions and allow me to be stagnant.
I can say, like, we always talk about it, like, sit in it, understand it, get through it, figure this shit out why it's going on, and get out that shit.
Yeah, solve the problem.
Yeah.
Come up with a solution. Because if you don't come up with a solution, you're gonna be stagnant.
And you're gonna be
It's
stuck.
like you're drowning in it.
Yeah. So, what was the next one?
No. You got mental, then I use physical.
Shit, I'm at a 3.
Still at a 3.
I ain't gonna lie.
Where?
I'm at a 3, bro, because I wanna be a certain weight just so I can wear my clothes. You know, I like to look good. You feel me?
Yeah.
But with gaining weight, I can't wear the clothes that I got, and I'm not buying no new clothes just to fit into this body shape. No, fuck
Yeah.
that. Like, I'm gonna get back down to my weight. You know what I'm saying? So, starting tomorrow, November 1st, you know what I'm saying? My dog's birthday. I'm back at it. So, like, hardcore back at it. Like, kilted back at it. Like, cold turkey. This shit, I'm done with this shit, dog.
That's what
cap.
sometimes that's what you need,
No
man.
cap, bro.
Sometimes you gotta go cold turkey just
No
to
cap.
like
This
get
is
it out the way.
My, we're not,
Go ahead.
apologies, but my birthday is my new year. So how I said that is, it's my new turn to turn a leaf. Like, I'm shedding the skin.
Yeah.
All the stuff that was bothering me before, I don't plan on taking that to the new year. I plan on being a different man. So by the time I come around this time, I shouldn't have the same problems. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna have problems, but I shouldn't be going through the same shit, worrying about the same stuff, because that means I'm stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working on it. I've been cooking. I legit been watching stuff and cooking. I want to go get something to eat. Lord knows I want to go buy some
Wendy's.
I be feeling like I be feeling the same way.
But for real, I cook, and even today, like I cook those, the food, and it's not much, but it's still me working on something. 'Cause I said I was gonna do it, and I did it. So, and my next thing is I'm finna get back bulk. I'm finna get back in the gym.
Okay.
So
Baby Hulk. That's the name I gave you. Like when I first met you.
yeah, but back to you, bro. Spiritual.
Bro, spiritually, I'm always at a 10.
Be honest,
bro. You know me.
He said, "Be honest."
I didn't, question your integrity, but be honest of why you feel like a 10.
Oh, because I personally keep things out of my life to try to get me to vibrate on a lower frequency. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't mind, like you said, isolating myself. I'd be like, nope, I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? I know me. So I know if anything is trying to get me to vibrate on a low frequency, I dead it real quick.
And you've been practicing discipline.
I was about to say, the touchdown, I mean, cut you off. That's one thing that I notice about you, man. When it comes to something where you gotta, like, you're real disciplined with certain things. Like when you, all right, I can't eat this because I gotta do this. Like, you're really stern about that, and that's a characteristic that I think that is a plus for you. That discipline is hard to find in a lot of people.
It's inspirational.
Yeah, because some people don't have that. They don't have that determination, or they don't have that motivation, or even that strength to say, no, I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. No, I can't do this because I have to do this. I can't do this because this is my goal, and if I do this, I know it's gonna mess my goal up.
Yeah.
And that's a trait that a lot of people can't have, man.
It's very inspirational. Like one of my little brothers, like Rambo, his hunger and drive is crazy. That's super inspirational. His discipline and him to stay headstrong and isolate himself and not go insane is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it inspires me, because when I'm at work and I want to complain, I'm like, man, fuck that. Like, excuse my language, but forget all that. Get it done. And again, like, I don't mind. Every day I'm gonna try to get up and grind. That's what I look at it for work now. But now it's like, instead of working, I need to be working on back Shada, working on who I am. So just take it one step at a time, bro. That's why I always say, like, this new year is my new year. I don't care about the everybody else's new year. I care about my new year.
I really like when you was like, I'm shedding a new skin. I really like that, because sometimes I feel like when you're in this journey of life, you tend to see what you like and what you don't like, what you're into, what you're not into. And that's just another way of shedding skin. Having a change or having a drive or changing something up is just another way of shedding skin. And people don't look at that. That's why I really like how you said that.
Bro, it's going to be like that, And I mean, and I'm saying that on the podcast. I'm saying that to y'all because, y'all who I see every day. Y'all know y'all know me for who I am and what I am, to the good, to the bad. So it's like, I'm saying that with integrity, and I know what I'm putting out there verbally. I'm not going to put something out there and say I'm not ready for it. I'm not doing that no more, because I used to be able to say, I'm doing this, and now I'll be like, that. I go back into that pattern. I go back into that habit of saying, I just don't feel like it. I wasn't trained this way. Forget all that.
Or this isn't me.
There's no more excuses with that. So now I'm planning on leading with my intentions on myself. Not leading with intentions with just other people, but leading with intentions on myself. Being able to look my own self in the eyes and say, did you give 110% today? Did you give 120%? Forget 100. 100 is just going to make you average now. You got to give above and beyond. So,
because everybody talking about they show 100. Everybody say, hey, you feel me? We grinding. Everybody say, you know what I'm saying? I work hard, I bust my ass. You feel me? I started from the bottom. You get what I'm saying? Everybody say that, dog.
It's like it's a trend.
Yeah, like, and that's why I'm the type of person. If you saying that,
show me
your bottom.
Show me,
because I'm gonna be able to pull your whole card. And the crazy part about it is, it's not even me trying to belittle you in that way. I'm just gonna get on you to be able to say you don't need to be talking like that.
I'm holding you accountable.
Now you sitting here selling a dream, doing a fairy tale, and that's how I keep my spiritual level high, because I don't like people who bullshit.
Be delusional.
Yeah, I'm not with the delusional shit. If I'm feeling some type of way and I'm vibrating on a low frequency, I'm gonna say, look, I'm vibing on low frequency. You know what I'm saying? I'm just isolating myself. It is what it is. Don't take it personal. It's nothing against y'all. I'm just going through it for right now.
It's to the point now where we so syncing. Even when you going through it and I'm going through it, we kind of know to give each other space.
Yeah.
That's how sync we is when it comes to it. And then when it's time to talk, you get your thoughts together. We come back and talk. With me, the same way. We might do it a little different. And the same thing with you. Some days you're going to have your highs, some days you're going to have your lows.
Oh,
it's
sure.
nothing wrong with that. And I like to tell people that it's nothing wrong with having your highs and your lows. That's an everyday. You're going to go through every emotion.
Just don't sit in it. Just don't sit in it to make you stagnant.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
even the highs, though. Because you got to know eventually it's going to come down.
You got to come down.
You got to come down. So celebrate it in the moment, but just understand this shit ain't going to last forever.
It's only for the moment.
Don't be afraid to celebrate yourself.
Yeah,
but
for
don't
sure.
get caught up in the hype where you forget who you are. You get outside yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
But that's hard to do with all the pressure that's going on in today's society, especially with social media again, where everybody seem like they living their best life. Every motherfucker going through self-love
Everybody
and all this bullshit. Everybody got hella money.
everybody that I know,
You know what I'm saying? Like
Everybody want to be single.
single and mingling and not being called no hoe.
everybody that I have paid attention to,
It's my truth.
everybody I paid attention to that said they was living that rich life on Instagram or whatever, not all, but most, they were suffering.
Yeah. A lot of them motherfuckers be suffering behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just the type of person that I'm not going to allow. This is where my discipline come into play. They say, where'd you get this discipline from? How did I build it up as strong as I did today? Me, personally, I will never allow nobody to be able to have power over my life. In order for me to control all of my power, it's through discipline. It's being aware of my weaknesses so I can capitalize on those weaknesses and make them strength. And then I can make my strength into something that's magnificent. Mastery, you get what I'm saying? I might not be, and I hate this term, jack of all trades, master to nothing. I can be a jack of all trades and master of myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not masters of themselves. I think the name of the game is to master self, to branch out to master other things. You can't master if you focus on one thing. That's what you master, but you still ain't shit. And the perfect example of that is what's the actor's name? Jim Carrey. No, is it Jim Carrey? The one who did The Mask. Who? Yeah. He came out and said, like, bro, Jim Carrey is a role. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a character. That ain't me. That's not the real me. He plays so many different characters.
You don't know who he really is.
What's buddy that passed away who played Mrs. Doubtfire?
Robert Greene, not Robert Greene.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. He killed himself.
Went through suicide.
So many different characters. He was an enlightened type of guy.
Let me see.
But nobody knew why he did what he did. You get what I'm saying? Wow. Now, he has a story on it. You can go look it up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But why would you do that? You got all of these characters that you can do. All of these type of things that you can be. But it was you who ultimately destroyed you.
Robin Williams.
Robert Williams.
I don't know why I said Robert Greene.
Because, we always talk about Robert Greene.
But Robin Williams. Sorry, Mr.
Robin
Greene.
Williams.
But yeah, man, rest in peace to him. And that was one of my favorite guys. Miss Doubtfire was my movie, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, being very respectful to Mr. Greene. Cause
but yeah, bro, this just, me personally, I feel like the best mastery is self-mastery. You know what I'm saying? You can be a master in a lot of things. You can be a master plumber, but you still a shitty guy. You can be a master rapper, but you're still a shitty guy.
I like how you put it like that.
You know what I'm saying? You can still be, you could be any and everything you want to be, but next thing you know, you're not happy. Why is the suicide rate when it comes to successful people still high? You got all this fucking money in the world. You mastered with this thing that you wanted to do, but you still sad. You still pissed off. You still mad. You still believe it. Motherfuckers was looking at me down and out. Motherfuckers ain't want to help me. You know what I'm saying? You holding on to these trauma stories to give you fuel to your fire, because why? You're not a master of yourself. Going back into what I was saying as far as in the last time you worked on yourself was when you was a child. Now that you grown, when the last time you worked on yourself? When the last time you asked yourself, like, damn, I wonder what I can do today.
And not suppress yourself with drugs or other things to distract you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that, bro. We done got into a whole nother topic, and you know what I'm saying? But We got 4 minutes before we have to recheck, bro. Let me ask you real quick. You went into it a little bit, low key.
Yeah.
But how you feeling mentally, bro?
I'm a 7. I'm a 7. I'm a 7. And the reason why I say I'm a 7 is because now I'm starting to understand my purpose.
Yeah.
A little bit more. I'm understanding my strengths and my weakness. I'm able to capitalize more on my weaknesses. I don't like talking to people. I don't have no urge to talk to people. The reason why is because it can be easily manipulated and misunderstood. I have no reason. I feel like, what's the point of explaining myself to people that don't really care?
That don't give a fuck.
That don't care. So
I agree.
That makes sense.
I look at every day. I have exceptional communication skills when it comes to explaining something. But I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you're going to take what I give you and take only 10% of that, and then you only listen to 2. So that's how I feel. I understand that. But I don't let that dwell on me. That's at my 7. When I get to my 10, you're going to know. You're going to know.
Emotional. How you feeling?
Emotional, I'm going to give myself a 5.
So that means we need to have a sit down.
Yeah.
Anything under a 5,
you
gotta have a sit down.
And the sit down is, again, just I'm in a tug of war battle with some things that you guys know.
Yeah.
For my mom and stuff like that and other things, but it's just sitting down trying to learn how to let go of what other people eat that's making me shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I got to learn how to, like you said, kind of disconnect. I did it mentally with coming from just understanding that, but not emotionally to that point. And sometimes, because you care about certain people. The most people that hurt you is the ones you care about sometimes the most. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, I'm strong because I got you out here. But then it's like, you hurt because you got those here. So it is what it is. But I'm slowly for surely learning how to break myself out of that emotional thing. We were going physical. Physically, I give myself about a 6. 6 because I've been slacking. I ain't work out. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
Stop it.
I need you to get back with us.
The reason why I say a 6 is because, again, I'm one of them people that I kind of wear my emotions on my sleeve a little bit when it comes to the gym because I have interpersonal reasons of the gym. And we talked about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't gotta go deep, bro.
But it's just like, again, I guess that my physical follows my emotion. I'm one of those. I'm an emotional person to enough that it'll come over in my physical because I take myself away. Mentally, I still check in with you and I talk a little bit, but then again, it's like I check myself out because I'm not thinking on everything. But I could say the stepping process of what I'm doing to get better though is learning self, sitting still, taking away some of the stuff that I use as distraction. So even it's hard, but doing that, just getting better. And then having to be able to talk to you guys, having to sit down and look y'all in the face and be like,
for sure,
that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that's a whole different vibe.
For sure, bro.
That's a whole different vibe right
So with that being said, man, we going down. Let's count them down. We only got 25 seconds left. But with that being said, hey, I appreciate y'all for displaying what it looks like to be in a safe, vulnerable
powwow.
You get what I'm saying? Situation with the same sex. You know what I'm saying? But now we're going to get into a recap of what we talked about last week so we can roll over and talk about this new topic that we got up. You know what I'm saying? So we got to check these cameras and we'll be back. All right, y'all. So we're going to recap real quick. You know what I'm saying? We about to get out of that serious take and get to us. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
So
we finna vibe.
With that being said, last week we had a conversation that basically we was talking about who comes first within the situation. Like, should you choose your wife or your husband, you know what I'm saying, before family? And we rolled over and we had some key points that we could have elaborated on. Basically, from my understanding, I personally believe that I would choose my wife over my family. If you have not seen that episode will pop up on the screen. Go check that out. You know what I'm saying? It got timestamps in there for it to be fully explained. I'm not gonna re-explain, but basically we gonna give y'all our answer. Who would you choose? Your wife or your family? Without going into too much detail, bro.
Without going too deep, I feel like it all depends on the situation, because you got some family that's just blatantly disrespectful, that just don't know how to respect you and your wife. But that's why I say it's shaky. I can't just go one way or another. I have to be in the moment, or actually use an example, because you got some times where your wife is right. Your wife is not wrong. But then you have times where it's like, my family is definitely right. You were wrong. So for me, I can't give you a solid answer, honestly.
Okay, go ahead.
My wife.
Okay.
You gonna choose your wife because go check out the other episode. You know what I'm saying?
My
Everything
wife.
been said. So
I chose my wife for a reason. That's why I'm gonna go with my wife.
I agree with that statement. I chose my wife for a reason, so I'm gonna agree with my wife. But
That's
anywho,
That's fire.
we also talked about. So, Angelito believes that you can turn a hoe into a housewife.
That's not what I said. I'm just saying.
Nah, bro. Go. So you basically, we talked about this earlier, and he believes that you can turn a hoe into a housewife due to her past if she so-called changed. So the example he used was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? He used a stripper to say. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait.
I want you to
wait, no.
explain.
Nope,
I want
Ask Shad the question. Let's see what his answer is first. The question that I asked you when it came to the stripper.
Am I keeping a player or am I keeping a gentleman?
Bro, you keep bro. You gonna
Keep it side.
keep it everything. Yeah, I'm finna say it ain't a cut on, cut off. That's what we talked about last time.
Okay, Shad, let me ask you a question, brother. And let's say you meet a nice young lady, and the vibe is there. She fits the category that you like in a woman, right? Why are you laughing?
Because I already know where it's going, but go ahead.
Okay, what I'm saying, the vibe is there. And now y'all vibing on a different level where you about to get serious. And she says, well, honey, I just want you to know, like, when I was in college, I stripped a little bit, get through college or whatever, I was a stripper a little bit. But she don't strip now. She does a whole different occupation now. Now, you say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
You watered that down some, my boy.
You did. I just gave you an example.
Because the car.
So, hold on. Now, answer the question. Now, what happens for you? Do you cut her off because of she being a stripper back in the day? Or do you just take the pill and swallow and just accept her for who she is now?
I need the Carfax.
Show me the whole facts.
Show me the Carfax.
Show me your
What
mileage.
you mean?
And
Show me the Carfax.
when I mean the Carfax, because I'm not going to tell you the way. I know it's probably some strippers that just use what they did to get their money and go home. But then,
I said that.
You said that.
but then you got some that's, well, I just did this, and the one, the ones that's going to make it, polish it up, make it seem like they ain't out here, and the whole time your whole team done hit it. The whole neighborhood know about it. Now you with him, like, oh, bro, such and such. Man, she suck on me. Now you hurt.
They call her a lockjaw.
Cause now, for real, but it's not even the fact that she probably could be changed. But are you gonna be mentally strong enough to be able to see another man saying, I know how your pussy tastes.
Hey, but you can't listen though. Think about it though. Every woman that you're gonna encounter, bro, has had whatever she's had.
Very true.
No matter what it is. I don't care how
very
good
true.
the girl is that you're talking to.
Right.
Somebody's already did something to her. You get what I'm saying?
That-
But I feel like you gotta look.
I take them 3 to 4 guys, then the whole city. Cause every time I walk around and I drive with my female, whoo, man.
Let me ask y'all a question. I don't know. Maybe this is just from my experience.
Hey,
I
you
feel
gonna
like
get a
women
lot
that are
of
more-
pushback off that.
I don't give no fucks.
Yeah, because no matter
You gonna get a lot of pushback
Look, bro,
off that.
I'm telling y'all, and this is why I'm telling y'all I'm comfortable with what I'm saying, because he asked me off my input. You do what you do. If the man appreciates you for who you do, then that's fine. But just if a female asks me what's my body count, and I tell her, and she be like, I have to accept the fact that she gonna be like, nah or yeah.
My thing is, why even ask that question? For what? What is the purpose of me asking you who have you been with? Why?
I agree with the question. I agree with you saying why.
Okay, this is my opinion.
I don't think it's more so the question of how many people you've been hitting. I think it comes from more so the respect level and the characteristics behind it, like how you carry yourself.
Correct.
Like I'm not about to sit here and like you said, everybody got a pass, which I highly agree with. You know what I'm saying? I'm daddy.
Chocolate drop.
So you know, I get them. But and I'm not judging you off your past, but at the same time, I don't carry myself to be easily accessible. I'm not going to respect you on a certain level,
on a higher level,
because of the way you carry yourself. Now we live in a society now where it's like you can't judge nobody off of their truth. Look, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Mm-hmm. This is my view on how I feel and what I'm choosing to consume. I mean, to date, or who I choose to try to get into a relationship.
Because at the end of the day, you got to deal with that person.
So if you're carrying yourself in that same nature, I'm not going to try to change you, dog. You said that. At least motherfuckers change. Yeah, motherfuckers change, and that's cool. You can change, but I ain't gonna be the sucker that's gonna try to change your ass. I'm going to accept you for who you are based off the patterns that you show me. I'm not that guy who's gonna be stupid enough to sit here and say I'm Superman and my dick right. I mean, I'm Superman and my dick right, but I ain't trying to change you. I'm not dumb. Yeah. Brittany Renner is going out here telling people exactly who she is. I respect the fact that she going out here telling people exactly who she is. If you fall victim to that, bro, you're the dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. I feel like sometimes we don't do that.
So now what are you gonna do? You gonna turn the hoe into a housewife?
Yeah. You like
this is my what?
No, for real,
don't
bro.
do that.
I want to know: are you gonna turn a hoe into a housewife?
This is my opinion. I feel like I don't ask questions like, yo, what's your body count or whatever, because I don't care.
I agree with that statement.
Hold on.
You should not ask that question.
Because when you're with me, I care about when you're with me.
But now, you better not get your ass up on this platform. And try to butter up some shit, dog. I told you.
Hold on, wait,
I'm
wait,
the type of
wait,
person
wait,
that call people out if I know you bullshit.
Hold on, he asked me for my opinion, and I'm giving him my opinion.
Hold on, G. Let me pick him.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. He asked me for my opinion, so I'm giving him my opinion.
Go ahead, bro.
You get what I'm saying? You can't mold the opinion because it's my opinion.
Bro,
I got it.
I get what you're saying.
So all I'm saying is, for me, if I'm vibing with a female, and she tell me, oh, I had a pass, but she vibing on a different frequency right now, and I'm feeling that vibe. For me, mentally, it doesn't bother me. To me, it doesn't bother me if you used to be a stripper, because my thing is like, I got skeletons in my closet too, B. If she only knew.
Let him finish, because I know where you about to go.
If she only knew, if I told her how many I done smashed or whatever the case may be, it wouldn't be right. But the thing is, for me, I'm only gonna judge you for what you show me, for what you tell me, not from what you used to do or what you done did. Because I wouldn't want nobody to judge me that way too, or because of what I done did. You know what I mean? So for me, I look at it differently. Now we talking about somebody that we trying to vibe with. We're not talking about somebody that we just, oh yeah, I'm about to just hit this. No, we talking about somebody you've been vibing with for a minute and you just didn't know until she expressed it to you.
So let me. We had this conversation a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we did.
And the pushback that he gave me was very valid. So I'm gonna give you the pushback that he gave me earlier, so you can kind of understand where his perspective and where he's coming from. He's basically saying, since she had a past, I can't judge her based off her past because you had a past. Ooh. As far as in going to jail, and then coming out, and you go to somebody and they ask you, hey, have you did this, that, and the third? And you be like, well, yeah. They can be like, oh, well, shit, I ain't.
Yeah, that's like, you know
what I'm saying?
I gave him the example where it's just like, let's say I'm dating a female and she's getting to know me and she says, you know, and I told her, like, yeah, I've been to prison. You know what I mean? I done did time before. She's like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Man, you a felon, bro? You been to the pen? Right. Like, I'm not trying to talk to you.
Right.
Now hold on. But now the thing is, now you're judging me of what I did of who I am now because I'm a whole different man now. I walk and talk differently. I move differently now. So for me, it's like, dang, like you're not even giving me an opportunity to bless you with my vibe.
So hold on real quick, because this is the part where I do have to give you pushback off of that. This is the unrealistic thing that a lot of people believe. We live in this so-called world that we don't judge nobody. Bro, we judge everybody every day.
That's true.
The way you dress, I'm judging you. You walk outside with a fucking bonnet on your head, I'm judging.
The way you smell.
Like, at the end of the day, the way you smell, the way your house look, the way you take care of your car, the way you carry yourself, I'm judging you.
Your teeth fucked up.
I'm judging you.
Oh, my God.
Just being...
your teeth fucked up.
Just being honest, bro. Like, Come on, bro. If you see somebody with some fucked up teeth, like they this right here fucked up, bro. They could be the coolest person ever. The first thing you say in your head, damn.
We are realistic, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and come on this platform and make it seem like people don't do that, bro. We really see a lot of people. Robert Greene like to call it the shadow, the dark side. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to accept their dark side. Me personally, even though I don't like to make things personal, I am one with my dark side. That? Meaning you know what I'm saying? You tied.
Oh, okay.
I'm one with my dark side, bro. I tell people, motherfuckers, hey, I go OCD. You come up in here dirty, I check your car, your shit dirty. I'm judging you off of that little dirt.
Cause if that's dirty and that's dirty, that's what I'm saying. That dirty. And if that dirty, then you trying to make me dirty. You gonna say me dirty, then I'm gonna kick your ass out early.
I like how you put that.
But yeah, bro. So with that being said, that individual do got the right to judge you to be able to say, yeah, you did go through that.
Because
okay, but the thing is, yeah, we do judge, but sometimes you have to be careful of your judgments and make impulsive decisions.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
You're wrong, but you're right, and this is why I say you're wrong and you're right. Because
you can give me pushback. Go ahead.
People got standards, G. People have standards of lines and borderlines that you will not cross.
True.
So it does not matter. Let's just use these for people that do stuff with kids, molesters.
You talking about pedophiles?
Pedophiles. I don't care who you are today. You did that.
That's true.
You did that.
That is true.
So this is my thing. Yeah, we can say what you did in the past, but you something in your head. You went to prison because you was around the wrong crowd. Let's just say that for instance, right? You made irrational decisions with the wrong people that made your judgment clouded, but you still didn't make stuff that you could not come back from.
Well, yeah, because there's some things you can't come back from.
You see, that is the history.
Killing somebody and shit.
That's the history of what I'm telling you about. Mm-hmm. If Shorty had her past of who she was with, she was having her fun, I don't mind. Because, again, it's a lot of women that have been with a lot of men that their name is not roaming around. Cool, you had your fun and you good at doing what you doing. It's not going to come back to me. Obviously, the man you picked are not talking behind your back. But if you're out here giving it a free up, you done had this, you done caught this, and they come back to me, I'm not having that tied to my child name. I'm not having that tied to my thing.
OnlyFans page and my son getting, like, your mama got a fat old
Ooh, Miss such and such got a wagon on her, and you see it. Look.
Did you see that cat on that?
Man, no, bro. Now,
this your mama?
No.
That would break a little kid's heart.
But exactly.
Well, your mama, she can drop them draws on me.
Wow. And then you know when they get to high school what's happening, right?
It's coming, bro.
So I mean, bro, it is. I mean, if that's what you choose, then that's what you choose. Not you. I'm not saying you.
No, I get what you're saying.
If that's what somebody choose, that's what they choose, bro. But
me personally,
no, hell no. Because if anybody say something like that about my daughter,
I'm on.
You know what I'm saying? And somebody say something about my mama, I'm on one.
It's also like, okay, we live in a time period of what is called a digital footprint. So what you put out on the internet is on there, bro. Like, so you have to be very cautious about the type of stuff that you post because you have a digital footprint. This footprint will follow you throughout the course of your life. Now, once you convert yourself to not give a fuck, then obviously it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're just like, fuck it, this is what it is.
But if you're not the type of person who developed themselves to be able to get to that point or develop themselves to be able to have your own skills, that can follow you to the next job. That can follow you to your next career. And then all of a sudden, you go into your career, you had an OnlyFans page, male or female, and next thing you know, your coworkers pull this up. Or your boss pull this up.
Because it's tied to your social.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden.
I didn't know that.
You get what I'm saying? They like, yeah, we got to let you go.
It's going with your social, bro.
So you
I didn't know that, though.
We can't say that people don't judge because if a job holding you for your digital footprint and they'll fire you based off of what you post on social media, you know what I'm saying? Why don't I got the right to be able to say, I'm gonna fire you? You get what I'm saying? You don't meet the qualifications. You get what I'm saying? You do everything right because you tried to say last time she does everything right. She did this. She does this. She does that.
Everybody do stuff right for the person they want to be with to impress.
You know what's crazy? It's funny that y'all say that because we talked about that earlier. How
did.
sometimes you'll be in a relationship with somebody, you'll be talking, everything is fine. I'm talking about she cooking, she cleaning, she folding your laundry. You get what I'm saying? You doing everything and above. Moment something happens or something is a problem or some type of adversity happens or pressure is applied, the real them is there.
Yeah.
Male or female.
Yeah.
The real them is there, and then you like, oh man, this is who you really was. I really wish I knew that.
But that's go ahead.
But I'm saying that it's just like it happens like that sometimes.
Right, because it's not them. They go back to that pattern. We can always go back to the pattern, bro. Like how you are, it's going to eventually show. If somebody's stinking, they don't wash their ass properly. It don't matter how much perfume or cologne you spray on, it's going to seep through. No matter how much you put on your face to hide a flaw, it's going to come out one way or another. It's going to show, bro.
Agreed.
So the Carfax that I asked about, the same thing with a car. You're going to get a car that engine blow up. You're going to get a car that rewiring is always going out every 3 months. Are you going to get that car? No.
Nah, you ain't going. Listen, you test drive a car too before you actually.
So I'm saying.
You actually.
Before you even display, you got this car.
And you know you buying a used car at the front.
Right.
That's why.
Pre-owned.
That's why they said, "Show me the Carfax." You know what I'm saying?
Pre-owned.
Show me the puss facts. You know what I'm saying?
Is it new?
Show me the viscosity facts. You know
What
I'm
are the
saying?
mileage on it?
What is the mileage on it?
You know what I'm saying? Previous owners.
How many previous owners you got?
You got me with previous owners. Yeah. Some of the owners.
How many oil changes have
That's
you
what I'm
had?
say.
You have a clean title?
Tires rotated. It's the tires rotated.
title?
Yo. Yeah.
Oh my
And that's not even being that can be played in both ways. You know what I'm saying? Because females don't like guys who got a high body count now. You know what I'm saying? That can be a different topic on another day. But at the end of the day, like females don't like men who are easily accessible. I've learned this because I'm a trainer. You know what I'm saying? I lost a relationship because clients felt comfortable enough to try to message me after hours. And at the time, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, this shit is innocent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking nothing of it. But the girl I was dating at the time, like, bro,
You tripping.
you letting these motherfuckers message you after hours? Do you know what goes on after hours? Now, mind you, I'm only thinking of me. At the time, I'm like, I'm not really worried about
What time after hours? I just had
Yeah,
that.
I just want to know. Is it like 11?
anything 9 o'clock, bro. Anything 9 o'clock after business. Talking about business,
Okay.
that's after hours, bro. 9 o'clock, that's after hours, bro.
All right.
So business wise,
After hours.
that's after hours. You get in contact with me after hours. We had a conversation about this last time.
No, I remember. I just wanted you to reiterate. On
Yeah.
it.
If you contacted me after hours, dog, them butt hours.
No. Cause hold on. I'm gonna say this.
I
now,
need
for
that.
clients, for some stuff like this,
God
after
damn
business
it.
hours, 9 o'clock is very unprofessional. But I believe after 11 o'clock ish, 11:30 ish, when it's getting to 12 the next morning, and you're texting me, "What you doing?"
You
That's-
said 12. That's your personal time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, because again, you go to bed early, of course. Everybody know that. But I'm saying, I'm not gonna say because somebody texts you at 9 o'clock. You say, "What you doing?" It still could be, it could be fairly something.
Yeah, 9 o'clock, I get what you're saying.
9 o'clock, pushing it to 10:30, 11 p.m. to 12, and you say, "What you doing?"
I'm trying to do
So the reason why I'm explaining the way I'm explaining because it was a learning curve for me at that time. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I was innocent because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the one who's doing anything. You shouldn't be worried about it. But I wasn't taking into consideration
how the partner.
how my partner would feel. You know what I'm saying? So that was a learning curve for me at that moment. And
Oh, alpha.
so with that being said, women don't like a man who's easily accessible. This is why I
I've
stopped
heard that.
posting
I've heard
as
that
much
before.
on social media because I'm like, I don't want to be. Listen. I'm one with my dark side. You fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Right.
It is what it is. If I want you, I'm gonna fuck with you. If I don't want you, you're not gonna have access to me.
His voice got like mad deep. I'm one with my dark side.
Dog, I'm just telling you what it is, bro.
Look, I am a warrior.
You feel me? Nah, you was a booty boy.
You was a booty boy. I was just gonna say that.
Y'all some head asses, but I was
That's
talking
what you
about.
said, though.
No,
I am a booty boy.
I am a warrior, meaning
What kind of warrior?
I'm a soldier. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to attack.
That ass.
So you can say that for the women. Yes,
Get
I'm
him.
a
No,
warrior.
no,
for
he's
the
he
women.
trying
For the women.
Community, get him.
For the women. But shout out to whoever, whatever y'all like. But at the end of the day, women, if you come at me strong like that and you tell me, I'm not scared to bite back. There's a lot of people that hit on me. I am single, by the way. I am single, so I say
And
what
ready
the fuck
to
I want to
mingle.
say. But if a woman come at me with a strong approach, I'm going to come back. Not disrespectful, but I'm going to let her know my presence is known. I'm a
As you
gentleman.
should.
I'm respectable, but I'm a man. So I'm always going to be a man. I'm never going to be anything lower than an alpha. I'm not going to sit down and just let you talk to me any type of way. No, never. I don't care. With that being said, how you approach me and how you show me how you are is how I'm going to approach you. And it always goes back into the respect factor.
Me?
Yeah, hold on real quick. Before you get into that, bro, we got to check these cameras real quick because the time went off. So we'll be right back. We ain't even get to the topic yet.
Damn. All right, but you guys, both of you guys kind of describe yourselves.
I low-key don't even think we need to, bro.
Yeah, we can stay on this. We'll talk
You
about
said
it.
that you were this way, and you said that you were this way. Me, honestly, I'm like super. I'm a romantic guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Lover boy.
I'm boppy.
You a certified lover boy, bro.
I'm boppy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I'm boppy in two ways.
I think you more a lover boy than Drake is, actually.
Nah,
But that's taking it too far. That's the king of that. All right.
Nah, bro.
But what I'm
Drake
this
is
what I
an
mean
actor.
though. The reason why I say
Banging.
is
He a Scorpio too.
That's what I'm saying. He's an actor. So you have to be careful with somebody that's acting.
so for me it's like I'm boppy. I do.
That's a whole
I do
nother
two
conversation.
things. I mean, I know how to comfort
He
you.
is a Scorpio.
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
24th, I believe.
I didn't know that. He is
Last
a Scorpio. Damn, that's great. So for me, it's like I'm poppy. So it's like I'm super romantic on one side. I'm talking about I'm gonna tell you and make you that experience with me is gonna be different. But I also know when to be stern. But when I get flexible, I'm flexible like a gymnast.
Oh, hold on. So this kind of roll over into the topic that I want to talk about,
Flexible
low key.
like a gymnast.
So you saying you poppy and you saying all of this other stuff. I believe that we live in a society of a hierarchy. They trying to explain what a hierarchy is. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody didn't ask.
We were talking though.
So a hierarchy is based off of basically levels. Who's the best? A ranking society. Like you got your king, you got your queen, you got your bishop, you got your knight, you got your rook, you got your pawns. You know what I'm saying? You have the number one ranking NCAA football team, which is goddamn a UGA. But anywho, the best. You know what I'm saying? Down to the 25. We live in a ranking society, so we also rank everybody due to judgment.
Everything is ranked.
Everything is ranked,
Down to the
including
kids.
race is ranked. You
To
know
the
what I'm saying?
kids, bro.
Also, children rank each other because they're always trying to fight for the best or be the smartest. You know what I'm saying? Even from our school system is rankings: A's, B's, C's, D's. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because of
Systemic.
not even just that, but when we talk about male to female ratio, going from, we look at wives and husbands as the top-notch thing to do or to be when it comes to the opposite sex of us communicating, you know what I'm saying, or trying to procreate with each other. You basically saying you're a lover boy. How can you identify the ones who you choose to love on versus the ones you choose to trash on? You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad that you asked me that question because that is so important. Because especially when you're in the moment.
Let's see how
Listen.
how you try to articulate this, bro.
No, because you know the example that I gave you earlier. That's what I'm going to bring up.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
So sometimes you have to be able to identify like when somebody's in an emotional state and not emotional state. Because like I give you an experience that I had, especially like when it comes from being like just coming from intercourse, bad idea, or in intercourse, bad idea.
This shit be shoot like you in an R&B video. Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I'm seriously though, because I've had that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about freshly went ahead and put in that work, right?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, she's like, "Oh my God, I love you," and I'm like, "What?" But I've done it before too. You know what I mean?
Wait.
I've done it before too.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
You said when you freshly putting in that work, explain yourself, sir.
I'm talking
What
about
work are you doing?
Elaborate.
I just got done making.
Don't you say make
True
love.
love to the
No,
sugar
that's not
walls.
what I was gonna say. I just got done. Then he's like all in there too.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bruh. I just got done doing
The grown
the
folks.
most.
Chu mami, chu papi?
Whoa,
You
chupami,
def-
whoa, chupami.
Chu papi, chu papi?
I just got done actually stretching you out. I just got done.
I'm changing the thing.
No,
Go ahead.
for me, what?
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead,
No,
Lil
what
D.
got me?
Go ahead, Lil D.
Come on.
What got me so weak is he's like,
Go ahead, Lil D, man.
No, I just got done doing something magical to you. And honestly, sometimes, honestly though, you start getting like super emotional because now you're still in that. You know how sometimes you be in intercourse, right? And you're in the moment. And it's fire. I'm talking about it's fire.
He getting there. Go ahead.
So it's fire. So it's like you're in heat. You're in that moment. It's just like when you're fighting. You're in a fight, right? Your adrenaline is rushing and you're in that moment. So the same thing happens when you're in intercourse. So it's like, oh man, you start saying things.
But you in a fantasy, bro?
No, I'm saying though, you get the
explain
same.
yourself.
What I'm saying is you get the same things that you really don't mean.
Okay.
You get to vibe.
That bitch said fire, fantasy, magic, stretchy. Bitch,
He's not living in reality, brother.
Come on.
Man,
No,
bro.
I'm definitely living in.
Excuse my language.
I'm definitely living in reality. I just like to word it differently. That's all.
no.
So basically, man, let me clean up what you're talking about because I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Bro.
Basically, when you're saying, when you have intercourse, because you're not answering my question, but when you have intercourse, you know what I'm saying, when you're getting that viscosity.
Yes, bro. That
See,
push,
I just didn't know that word.
that push a.
So
What?
when you
What'd you call it?
Hold on,
Wait,
bro.
what did you call
Let
it?
me finish. When you get viscosity,
We
you know
gonna
what
let
I'm
him go
saying?
on that?
No, bro, because we gotta keep this shit rolling. When you get that viscosity, you know what I'm saying? Basically, sweet nothings are being said within that process.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Don't Call Me White Girl came out with a skit that went viral because she was saying, you acted weird to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Words.
So
That's why you can't do it. You can't give it to everybody the same way.
my question goes back to you, even though that was just sent to me, like talking about why you acting like this. But anywho,
It's how do you identify who to be?
how do you identify how to treat certain girls a certain way based off of what they do? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
in the previous episode, you've got to see the previous episode when he elaborated on not only just patterns, but always being respectable when it comes to women. So you always got to be a gentleman regardless. Now, they're giving the extra queen treatment is only going to be on yourself because you're going to get deep into it. You're going to realize that the vibe is going to be there.
But
man,
how
like-
do you know who to choose?
What do you know? How do you know?
Am I going around it?
Yes,
Am I not
bruh.
just giving y'all an answer?
No.
Bro, go direct, bro.
Go get the target.
You'll feel
bro.
it.
It's
You'll
a
know.
feeling.
Like, you'll know. Like, yo, this is somebody I want to go ahead and... See,
So, but how do you get that feeling? Bro?
As
It
a-
just don't spark like that.
Yeah,
Because if you talking about impulse, you basically contradicting yourself.
Nah, it's
No,
all
hold
like
on,
a
let me
feel,
explain
though.
to you.
Like, I
My
can't
point-
just look at her and be like, oh yeah, fucking yeah, she's the one. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to dive deep and vibe and figure out yourself. What are your standards? What is your type? Does she fit your criteria? What it is that you want?
So you got a
Those are the
checklist.
questions you ask as you're talking.
So my
as they're vibing.
You got a checklist.
For sure.
So what is the checklist that makes that differentiate the difference between a woman who you're going to treat as a top-notch woman versus the one you treat
Okay,
like
one,
trash?
first
I mean,
of
I
all-
don't want to say trash, but you know what I'm
You
saying?
Garbage.
just toxic.
Garbo.
You being the
Okay,
one
first
you're
of all,
not.
I'm gonna look at how she is. how does she take care of herself? One, I want to see her views. I want to see her opinions on certain things. I want to see how she carries herself. Is she family orientated? How she, like, that's one of the main things I look at. Because we talk that talk, but I want to see you walk. I need to see how you are. Because you moving and your behavior will tell me everything I need to know about you. The way your actions will show me, is this worth go ahead and diving more into it, or okay, you know what? Like you said about patterns. You see these certain patterns and you're like, nah, I already know this is your type. I already know this is how you are.
I'm not your type.
You get what I'm saying? I already know this is going to be easy. I already know this is how you are. Because you've seen these before. What I like to say, I've seen this movie before. So the thing is, people are different, but the characteristics are the same.
Okay, so if you saying that, then you get what I'm saying. This is what helps me differentiate between the two. And girls hate this saying, bro.
What's the saying?
I swear they hate this saying. But this is just my thing. Can you cook? Can you clean? Those are my non-negotiables.
That's because the thing is, like, a lot of women don't cook no more, bro.
So those are things that automatically bump you up in the ranking. If you see last episode, I told you what was the ranking, but those are things that help me differentiate between the girls who are it versus the girls who are not it. You know what I'm saying? The dark side in me is gonna entertain the girls who are not it because I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna still treat them like a gentleman. It's embedded in me.
Of course.
But I'm just not gonna let them surpass to a certain level. So moving with intentions, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell them like, this is what it is. This ain't what it ain't.
You know, that's what we lack. That's why I feel like a lot of relationships lacking. Go ahead and stating intentions. We don't do that. We don't just say, hey, listen, I'm not really looking for something serious. I'm just looking for a vibe.
You're cap.
Do you?
You cap.
I'm saying that we don't say that.
Hold on, before you go into cap.
How's it cap?
Say how he cap, because me and you been talking a lot, bro. How do you feel about it, bro?
Cap, bro. I'm not finna tell nobody my intentions if they came off with me on a whole nother left field. If you come from me at left field, why would I tell you my intentions? That's a waste of time. That's a waste of, again, I don't care about talking. Give me a reason to talk to you. Give you a reason to let you inside. If you came with me, you fine as fuck. You look good.
Came at you on some.
You came with me on some that. So guess what I'm finna meet you with? Shit, what's up? What's popping? Conversation finna be minimum because ain't nothing but talk. It's all action now. What are we talking about? Now hey, how you doing? I'm good, and you? How's your day? Then it's more, I'm learning you. I'm peeling back layers. Now we can get what are you looking for? Well, I'm building this on myself. Well, what do you like? And that goes into that. Now, it's not just cut deep. Like, because again, you can go into all these intentions and you can be this certified lover boy and sweet boy. And
Well, what happens when you're the one that's initiating?
What you mean
When
with
you're
initiating?
the one that's looking for the woman.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
What happens when you're the one that wants to talk to the female? And the female asks you, hey, Shaw, what it is that you're looking for? What do you want?
Then you go into that.
That's what I'm saying, though. But sometimes we don't do that off the rip. Sometimes you may be going in for one night, or you just trying to smash, or whatever the case may be. You went ahead and put the one leg up.
Let's just be honest.
You put the one leg up.
One hand on
neck,
one hand on frontal.
You feel what I'm saying?
But don't say it too much, bro, because she out here suing people for actually using it. Yeah.
No, bro.
Which I respect.
No.
But I'm saying, though, you do that to her, and then she's like, yo,
at the end
Shaw,
of the day, the whole
whole
goal is to fuck her. Like, I'm just being honest.
Are you going to tell her that?
The whole goal, of course, if you talking to a woman, you want to fuck her. You want to. That's just us, bro.
Yes.
Even Kevin Samuel said
I get what you're
the
saying.
whole goal
The
is
whole
to that.
goal is to smack.
But at the end of the day, the level that you're going to put this young lady or whoever you're talking to, if you pursue her, you're pursuing her for one. We like her for a physical appearance. Now, what substance she has inside is how we're going to value her. I'm not finna lie with that, bro. I don't lie about that. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can lead with your intentions, but what happened if you lead with your intentions and you found out this ain't even a housewife?
I mean, that's how you'll find out.
Now she's finna use what you said to another guy to manipulate another guy to give her a treatment that she doesn't even deserve. So you're giving free game to a peasant. I don't do that. I don't, personally. Mm-hmm. Why would I? I wouldn't want you to use that on somebody else that genuinely loves you. Like, that a guy can really change your life. Now you're taking advantage.
I understand where you're coming. I just feel like this. This is my opinion. I feel like if you ask me, Papi, what we doing? Papito, what we doing? Because you keep putting your one leg up and it's going crazy. I want to know what we doing. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to at least give you that little bit of respect and let you know, listen, mommy, I'm feeling you. Like, I'm trying to vibe on a different frequency. Or, no, mommy, I'm chilling. This is what I want to do. I feel like we don't do that. You know what happens? What happens is sometimes we got these men out here that'll just say, yeah, I'm feeling you. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to see what's up with you. And the whole goal, they got a whole different motive. And then you fuck that woman up emotionally. You get what I'm saying? And we, us men, some of us, I'm not saying, I'm speaking for like.
Us guys. Yeah, there's a difference between guys, men, and gentlemen.
Okay, us guys. I'll use that terminology.
Bro.
You get what I'm saying? We do that, and women do the same thing too.
Right.
But we don't understand that when you do that to some person, to people, that emotional distress is real. That emotional hurt is real. So instead of just being honest, a proper gentleman, and just letting her know off the rip, or the same thing with her too, that saves so much BS.
But no, bro, I gotta give you push.
So much
hold
bullshit.
on, bro. I gotta give you pushback. I agree. I get what you're saying. But the probability of me getting them cheeks, dog, is
I'm not
very
saying
low.
like you gotta walk up to him and be like, listen, you fine as hell. I'm trying to fuck that. What's up? I'm not saying you gotta do it like that.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that neither. But what I'm saying is, even when you state your intentions, you get what I'm saying. You can say, look, I'm really not out here to do what it is and what it ain't. I'm really not out here looking for no relationship. Girls gonna entertain her for a while. They're gonna entertain her for a while. But then when you put that leg up and you hit her a certain way, feelings gonna get caught. Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? When she ride you, she not riding you lazy.
Oh, gripping the ankles.
She bouncing that ass back and forth.
Gripping the ankles.
That's when you know you like this. Good Lord.
Gosh almighty.
So
now you speaking sweet nothings.
What? I'm
in the moment, going back to what you were saying, in the moment you like, oh my God. At first, it was supposed to be just a vibe. Y'all was supposed to be chill.
Yeah.
What happened? Now all of a sudden you telling her, damn, I can see us being together.
I can
now
see us
the roles is flipped. You know what I'm saying?
She done did some wild shit. She done turned you out, and you just like, whoa.
So what I'm saying is, you can intentionally go into a situation, then next thing you know, your emotions get caught up into the situations, what alters the situation, and next thing you know, all of a sudden, things change. Now you wanna get felt tight on her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's happened before, bro. I'm talking about we vibing, and it just turned out to be differently when it was expected. And I'm just like, damn, man, I gotta go back to that shit, real talk. I'm like, damn. But like, again, that's just falling back into what? That emotional state at that moment.
But what I'm saying is, it's so easy for us to be, as male and female, to say we starting off in a certain way, but then next thing you know, once we start hitting them impulse decisions, getting into them sugar walls, or motherfuckers laying that pipe, then all of a sudden the sweet nothings come into play. And then it goes into, we just vibing to a situationship, because now we don't have clarity, and now we being delusional about the situation. So my point, going back into what I was saying earlier, what are some things that separates this person from here, top notch hierarchy, this is the one, versus the ones that are not the one? My personal opinion is based off of the tasks that you do for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about sex. Because we live in a society now where we're not even dating no more, bro. You test driving the car before the motherfucker even get
sneaky links.
You look at the car, and so you know, you like, damn, I want to test drive this. Only thing you got to do is go up there, show up.
Sure, get your ID.
Get your ID. Next thing you know, in there, I'm out. But then next thing you know, you don't get to know the car. You don't go through the features, seeing if you really like it. You ain't did no research on the car to be able to figure out whether or not this car fits you. What come with it? Is this car fully loaded, or is this standard? You know what I'm saying? All cars get you to A to B.
I'm driving.
When you trying to get that.
I'm driving the hell out of him.
What? I don't know, man. You're probably the most light-skinned, dark-skinned dude I ever met, man.
What you mean?
Like,
What you
he's
mean?
dark-skinned, but he's got a light-skinned vibe.
What you mean, my boy?
Like what you just did, like that was a light-skinned vibe. You see what I'm saying? We's a vibe.
That wasn't
bro.
a light-skinned vibe. I just understand my dark side. And this is why I understand.
But he liked that shit. Like he like moving in his dark side. And the bad part about that is you moving your dark side, you're gonna find a woman who moving hers. And then as you know, it can be some collision.
Wanna know what's crazy? How I got to my dark side? Because you watched me as I once was.
I get what you're saying.
You watched me. I led with what he said. I was that good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I did lead with the pure heart. I did follow that. And guess what that got me?
No way.
Hurt.
So didn't I say last episode, I was taught to be a gentleman. It's embedded in me, you know what I'm saying? I have no choice but to be a gentleman in certain circumstances and situations. I cannot cut it off. But what it is, and what keeps me sane from a spiritual standpoint is I don't deal with motherfuckers no more. So I feel as if a lot of people don't deserve that type of quality. So I just choose not to deal with them because I cannot cut that off. Like, instead of me just going out here fucking with people, I can't cut off being a gentleman. It's embedded in me. Most people are not going to appreciate that. So I choose to not give it away, period. Now, this is the part where dick discipline come into play. When you become a superior man, you know what I'm saying? You're not laying pipe like that, especially if you know you laying good. You're not literally going out here one leg up, one hand on neck, one hand on frontal. You cannot stop doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Look at his
You can't stop doing that. So that means you know you can't
with
go
a
out
double
here.
under, you got two legs up, and you just.
But you listen to what I'm saying. You can't go out here laying that type wood when you know you ain't on that type time.
You know what's crazy? And I believe you. Like when you first said it, I'm like, man, what you talking about? Then I realized I said, you can't give like when you have an intercourse, that energy is real.
Yeah, it's
and
an
if you
exchange.
really transform that energy to something crazy, that person will fuck around and do some things that you wouldn't expect them to do.
Yeah.
Why you not calling me? Why you not texting me?
We know, bro. We got you.
You know what I'm saying? You're just like, wow.
So it comes back into my what I'm saying is you gotta be able to know self and know the power that you wield in between your legs, whether that's male or female, to be able to understand what type time you on, moving with intentions. If you on your dark side, you know what I'm saying, you moving in your shadow side, let it be known. Be safe about the situation.
For sure.
But let it be known, like, this is what it is. This ain't what it ain't. And then next thing you know, if you're on that dark time, you can keep moving on.
That's the thing about what I can just say, what I do before. I don't lie. I'm not a liar.
Cause some girls will be, believe it or not, some girls will be okay with being number two.
I'm not a liar, bro.
Believe it or not, bro.
That's true.
And
I really respect it. Like,
no,
I really do.
You say that it sounds fly. It sounds super fly.
They come with a headache.
No, I just respect the honesty.
Yeah, but it sounds fly at the moment. But if somebody come to you in your face and say, "I just want to fuck," I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about.
They don't say it like that.
Yeah,
Bro.
you said it like
No,
real
they don't,
abrasive.
bro.
Like,
Yeah,
bro.
you saying it real. You say you're not gonna walk up to
That
a
was, like,
female
too
and talk
aggressive.
that. Yeah, bro. You're not gonna.
you're
do
gonna
that,
sweeten it up. You're gonna.
You gonna lighten the blow.
Yeah, look, this when I put my word out. You're gonna be real suavecito. Try to get in there.
You gonna drop. You gonna play the game, bro.
All right, you want me? Okay.
You gonna play the
Prime
game,
example.
bro.
All right.
Somebody just hit you up. I want to be friends with benefits. I don't want to care about none of that personal stuff. I just want to fuck you. That's it.
Right.
When I call you, you answer. Yes.
But they led with intention.
They led with
Yeah,
intention.
they did the right thing.
So it sound fly.
For the
So
moment.
what happened if you actually like that person?
Oh, you're fucked.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to know what type time you on. If you know,
But at least you know. It would have been way worse if she never would have told you that.
Yeah.
Led you on, made you fall all in love, and then fucked you all over. Because now it's more her fault. But now it's your fault because she already led with intentions. Now you already know. So now it's on you. Now if you can't get your emotions in check, now it's on you.
That game
That's not on
sound
her.
fly
no more.
saying that.
But it's the truth.
But what happens when that happens to that person? Oh, when you're that person in that shoes.
what you mean? Which person?
Like, of course, like I know how to detach and understand that. But I'm talking about that person that that are trying to get on their dark side, or they're saying they on their dark side, right? And the girl actually come off with that because it happens. I feel like more women can actually do that to more men.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And men be like, nah, I ain't like that. I'm like you said. And the whole game is this girl told you from the jump.
It is
what it is. And we saying this, making it seem like more men is just on this type time when they really not. I'm not gonna sit right here and say
most men want relationships, bro.
Most men really want to be in a relationship. Some guys are like that. Some guys are not. But even the ones that are on that time still have that DNA of being in a relationship.
But I think it goes back into what I'm saying. Like, you gotta know what type of time you on personally. You gotta go through personal development, self-development, self-mastery to be able to understand what type of time you on. And then also pay attention to your history of what these females telling you. The ones that you mess with. You got a Big Johnson, you gonna know that, bro. It is what it is. You gonna know. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Just think about what I'm saying. And if you got a nice ass guy, you know what I'm saying, you gonna know. Especially if you know how to wiggle your worm, you're going to
I think
know.
you should just let off with that wiggle your worm.
Nah, bro, there's a difference between if you know you got a small penis versus a little penis, dog. You know if you got a little dick.
They even got that.
Like,
they
come
say
on,
you
bro.
got big dick energy or little dick energy.
Yeah, bro, you wildin'.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. Nah, bro.
This
that's
is
too much,
not
bro.
the place
This
to
is
say
that's too
that.
much, bro.
But
At the
what
end
I'm
of the
telling
day,
you is,
but
I'm
know,
just
bro.
being realistic about the situation. If you know what you wielding, you'll be very cautious about what you wielding
And who you
because
give
of
it
the
to.
impact that holds it. Oh, well, that holds it. I'm not gonna just go out here and giving any girl. I can't cut off giving that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's in me. So I'm like, no, I ain't even on that type time. So I'm gonna just chill. It is what it is. That's discipline, in my opinion. I'm saving you, like the girl.
Yeah,
I'm saving you, honestly, because I'm on a different type of time. I already know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Listen, I can leave an intention and say, look, this is what it is. I really ain't this, and the third. Then next thing you know, no, we cool. Bang, 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 bang. Then next thing you know, oh my God. I tried to tell you.
You said you was gonna marry me.
You said get life
You said you was gonna marry me.
Get life insurance because I be out here wilding.
Yeah.
I heard you. That's what you said.
You said you whispered in my ear.
Nut ass nigga. Like,
You dead ass right now?
so what I'm saying is,
Tim's on.
with the durag.
I ain't gonna lie. You said the Tims. I got the Black Forces on.
That's that dark shit.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, man, you gotta understand the power that you wield. Because if you don't, you just giving out your power away to any and everybody. You can't be mad at them once you lay that wood. And that's, you know, they coming at you left. You made these motherfuckers acting crazy and weird. You can't get mad at them, dog.
I realized that now. Like now I realize that because that's happened from personal experience that's happened.
But then flip the
why you
roles.
not
Females can't get mad when you riding. You're not on your knees. You squatting.
Word. You
Bouncing.
hold on to your ankles.
Mang.
Yeah, word.
And that's, you
And
know,
the knees don't get tired.
now he all of a sudden trying to move in with you.
Oh, you got the
What's
double
up?
hand
Now he
action
sound-
lifting balls. to
Can I
your
come
ass.
over it real quick? Yeah, you can come through. Yeah, I got my bag, my PS5. You know what I'm saying? You know those type of dudes.
Oh,
I always
yeah.
carry that game system with them.
Yeah, be like,
So I
"Yo,
got my
Wi-Fi jumping
PS5.
over
You know what I'm
here."
saying? Yeah, yo Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? It's real comfortable in here. Matter of fact, can I get a sandwich?
Yeah, silly man. I'm in here now.
Yeah, I'm moving. What you
I
thought?
live here now.
What you thought I was about to leave?
Right.
You know what you just did to me last night?
You can't go nowhere, silly
You
girl.
can't.
You
Yeah.
just did some wild shit.
You can't get mad at him for acting like that.
Tricks is for rabbits and you is for me.
So at the end of the day, you gotta be very cautious. You gotta be very cautious and understand the power that you will. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that. I mean, you need to get on hierarchy. We just gonna have to focus on that. Another
Man,
day.
y'all just be careful. The power that be between your legs.
On both parties.
Yeah,
both
because
parties.
it's
On both
definitely
parties.
a whole different vibe, man.
Cause
Don't be out here saying sweet nothings like my boy Angelito.
Shit, I'm
making
put my
impulse
tongue in your
decisions
ear.
in a moment.
Talking about some. I
I'm
love you.
I'm gonna put my tongue in your
What's
ear
your
and
social
tell you
security
everything.
card?
Let me get that.
What's your debit
What's your
number?
debit card number? Let me get your EBT card. Your food stamp.
Slap me the keys. Y'all crazy, man. For real.
Put your house.
In my name. Put your house in my name. Put my name on the
Put
lease.
my name on the wheel.
Bet you won't buy this car.
Matter of fact, if you graduate with a master's degree, let me marry you so I can put my last name on it.
Oh, fuck no.
Yo.
That is not what I'm on.
That's a different type of toxic.
That's
the shades of darkness that you had. We're not even gonna talk about that.
That was whoa.
Nah. Okay. So look, let me pose this question. Let me pose this
change it to
question.
my
It is a crazy. Before we go, let me pose this question.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just said what I said.
You is different. I'm a little scared.
Hold on.
Hey man, we need to have a sit down, man,
why can't I? If I marry this girl,
okay.
Hold on real quick. This is a valid question. If you want to give me some pushback on this is a real valid question. Do not interrupt me so I can make this a clip on social media.
Great.
If I marry a girl before she graduates, you feel me? And she about to get her doctorate, and she changed her last name to my name, why can't my last name be on that doctorate? Because at the end of the day, once we get married, I'm going to be paying for that.
Are you really asking that question?
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Bro.
What is there?
We live in a society where a lot of people are not getting married because of conversations and bullshit situations like what I just brought up. It's a bullshit situation.
They're not having.
I brought it up for good dialogue. One of these cameras just went off. I brought it up for good dialogue. So with that being said, man, we going to go ahead and get up out of here. It's been 2 hours. This should get deep.
Definitely a guest segment.
So, with that being said, man, y'all know what it is. It's a great conversation just to be able to spark conversation, dialogue, and whatnot. So, if y'all like the show, go ahead and rate the show. Subscribe to the show if you haven't. Follow. Let us know what y'all think. Comment below and let us know what y'all think. If you agree or if you disagree. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
You entitled to your own opinion, but you also entitled to the decisions you make. So with that being said,
and the results that come with it.
You feel me?
Squaw!
So I'm gonna end it off like this, man. Together we stand, divided we fall. Fuck the middleman, you feel me? We'll see y'all on the next episode. We're gonna holler at y'all. Peace.